Hello everyone, welcome back to the genius idol of the quintuplets. So last time, Futaro returned back to the quintuplets apartment to tutor them. Nino even said to him they don't need someone to tutor. Futaro decided to test them out by giving them papers to study on, and once they finished, he yelled out that they got 100, but combined, that is. And once he said that, Nino yelled to the rest of her sisters to run for it, and they just ran into the rooms. Futaro came up with a plan and decided to pretend that I'm here. It worked on Nino though, since Nino came out and was looking for me, but apparently Futaro lied to her and she went back to her room. Futaro called me when he interrupted me watching a romance scene in an anime, so I came over and got the girls out, and of course the rest, you know what happens. And here we are guys, in the next episode of the series of me and the Quintessential Quintuplets. Enough talk guys, we're just gonna get started, shall we? It was early Sunday morning. I was on my balcony, just admiring the sunrise. It's really beautiful. I said to myself, I wonder what I should do today. I just started laughing a little because I already knew what I was probably going to be doing today. Going over to Nakano's apartment to help Futaro. Well, he won't be here for a while, so I better do some grocery shopping. So I got dressed, brushed my teeth and hair, then headed out the door. As I left, I noticed that Miki was leaving her apartment too. Oh, Miki, good morning. Oh, good morning, Lee. She smiled back. Where are you headed off to? Oh, it's my turn to do the grocery shopping, so I'm heading to the supermarket. What about you? Same. The only food I have at the moment is 20 LB bag of rice. Oh my, yeah, you do need to do some shopping then. She giggled. Yeah, so how about we go together? Sure, she replied. Alright then, let's go. By the way guys, I went to see the Super Mario Brothers movie, and my answer to the film guys, it was freaking amazing. Absolutely fantastic. You guys gotta see that film. Super Mario Brothers movie was amazing. Our walk home was pretty quiet. Miku and I had run out of things to talk. You didn't have to do that, Miku said, breaking the silence. I know, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. What she was referring to was me paying for her groceries too. Well thanks, my pleasure, I smiled. Then I noticed someone at the door of the apartment. Hey, isn't that Futaro? Or we'll get to the part where Futaro saved Nino, where the books were about to hit her, but Futaro saved her, and apparently they landed in a bad moment, and when Itsuki came in, they saw the position they're in, which it didn't go quite well. Are my sisters not answering the intercom? You know, I thought just occurred. I don't think he's ever entered without doors being open already, so I bet he doesn't even know how to get in. Oh my god, you're right. We walk up and he was waving at the camera. What are you doing? Oh, Miki, Lee, the doors aren't opening, Futaro explained. I think the sensor is broken. Auto locks, these are everywhere these days, I answered, putting my car key in the slot. You have to put in the apartment number on the keypad. It will call them or I, depending on which one you punch in. I mean, obviously I knew that. Yeah, sure, Futaro, you do know that. Stop freaking lying. Then why were you waving at the security camera like a weirdo? Futaro's like here, hello, hello, hello. And he has nothing to say. Look at him, checkmate. Come on, let's head inside. I was currently sitting in Nakano's living room, along with Miki waiting for Futaro to get the others. It was taking him longer than it should have. Alright, I'm going to see what's keeping him, I said to Miki. I got up from where I was sitting and I walked towards the girls' rooms. All of them were closed except for one, which was at the very end. He's probably in there. I walked towards it, and as soon as I got to the door, I heard something I probably should have. You've had the same underwear since grade school. It's time to throw me out. It's time to throw them out. Ichika winked. Yeah, Izuki is here. Yotsuba cried, then started shushing Ichika. He's not the only one. Yotsuba turned around and she was blushing, messed when she saw me. I think he heard everything, Ichika smiled. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Come downstairs when you're ready. Wait, Lee, Yotsuba cried. What is it? Yotsuba held up a lacy black bra and held it in front of her. But don't you think it looks good on me? Tell me the truth, Yotsuba said. There really is no safe way to answer that. But if I had to answer, I'd say yes. I'm not going to imagine it though, so don't worry about it. We'll be waiting downstairs, so come down when you're ready.
A few moments later.
Well, we're all set up now, Yotsuba smiled. Time for us to hit the books. I think I'll sit out, I'll just watch you guys, Ichika yawned. Oh no you don't. You're going to study just like the rest of your siblings, or at least the ones here. Remember your promise, Miku smiled. Japanese history first, and I'll just be sitting by myself, so don't mind me, Itsuki said. Could I get a glass of water? Sure, I'll go get it, she smiled. Oh no, don't worry about it. I can get it. You stay and study. So I went into the kitchen and grabbed a cup that was on a drying rack. Alright, let's start, Futaro declared. Come back for more? I heard Nino say. I thought for sure you've given up on this pipe dream. I hope you didn't come all the way up here just to take a nap again, Sleeping Beauty. I remember I used to hate Nino at the beginning because of what she did to Futaro, but now in season 2 we all love Nino. I could tell Futaro wanted to retort, but he just bit his tongue on it. Yep, I'm back. Why don't you join us, Nino? Futaro smiled. Right over my dead body. But you're not even dead, Nino. He just did a nervous chuckle. Alright, it's fine. You can have the day off just this once. Okay, Yotsuba cheered. Alright, Yotsuba, my friend who's on the basketball team was looking for somebody to fill in for the next game. Nino smiled, coming down the stairs. You're the most athletic of us. Why don't you go right now? Huh? Right now? Yotsuba asked. I don't know. Well, they said that they only have 5 members and one just broke a bone. If they don't find a replacement soon, they'll be disqualified. It's really a shame. Hey, you're not, Futaro said, doing a nervous chuckle. You know that's not true, because if someone in the basketball team has a broken leg or something, there are a lot of people that they could replace to take their place besides Yotsuba. So Yotsuba doesn't have to be doing this all the time. There are a couple of people that they can replace someone in their place to help in the basketball team, and they practice so hard too. I feel bad for them, Nino added. Yotsuba, I'm really sorry, Yusuke, but I can't abandon someone in need, Yotsuba cried, running off. Seriously, Futaro sighed. Yeah, saying no is kind of a weakness of hers, Ichika said. Oh, so Yotsuba is like Iruma from the Welcome Demon School series I watched. By the way, Ichika, didn't you mention that you had to go to work too? Nino smiled. Crap, I forgot, Ichika shouted. I better go. And Itsuki. Wait, hold on, before we continue, why did Ichika actually get a job while she's still in school? Because in my school days, all I did was focusing school, but I did not look for a job while I was still at school. Enough, Nino. Wait, Lee's here? She exclaimed. I am, I replied, putting the glass down. That was pretty underhanded, Ichika. It's all fine and dandy with her, it's work, but the basketball team could have found someone else. It didn't have to be Yotsuba. But no, I'm not going to listen to this nonsense any longer. You don't want Futaro here? Fine. We'll study at my apartment. Come on, guys. I put my glass in the sink and I started heading out the door with Miku and Futaro following behind me. Wait, Lee, Nino exclaimed, but it fell on deaf ears. Futaro closed the door behind them and man, I sure scolded Nino when she tried to get rid of every quintuplet to leave the apartment so they don't study with Futaro. We went into my apartment. Holy crap, I sure have a nice apartment. So have a seat anywhere you like. Where should we start? Let's start in the Kamakura period, Futaro answered. Sounds good to me. What about you, Miku? That does sound good, she smiled. My 2 guests had left a little while ago. We actually successfully studied at least with one of the Nakano sisters. Where's my phone? I started looking everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it. Then I remembered. Right, I left it on the table at the Quint's apartment. Well, I'm sure they won't mind if I just go grab it. Oh crap. Don't tell me I'm going to be in Futaro's place of where I saved Nino and I'm going to be in a bad position, just like Futaro when he saved Nino. So I went over to get it. I knocked on the door a few times, then I opened the door. I'm coming in, I called, walking into the apartment. I left my phone, so I came to get it. What I didn't expect was to see Nino in a towel drying her hair on the couch. Oh boy. Who's there? Miku? Nino asked, putting the ribbons in her hair. I thought you wanted to use the bathroom. I'm done now. My contacts are on the usual shelf. Could you bring them over? She must be blind without those things. Okay, I just need to grab my phone and she won't even know it was me. What's wrong? Are you still mad at me because of that conversation before? What conversation? I thought. I know it took things too far. I feel bad about what I did, okay? She said, approaching me. Oh boy. Well, she's gonna hate me now. Not that I care now. this is another thing Futaro and I have in common. I backed up against the fish tank. Nino approached me. It's on the shelf, Nino said, reaching above me. She pressed herself against me, and I thought for sure that she would notice that I wasn't Migi. But she didn't. She kept reaching and rubbing her chest on mine, making me blushing mess. At least I'm enjoying it though. Huh? I could have sworn they were here, she said, backing up. I took this chance and I grabbed my phone. Then I started walking away when she said something again. I knew it, you are mad, she cried. It's his fault, that stupid guy. The only reason he keeps coming to see us is because Papa ordered him to this house. Is for our sisters. He doesn't belong here with us. And Lee, what, did she notice? I thought I really made him mad today, huh? She continued. He just wants to help his friend and I keep getting in that stupid guy's way. So in a way, I'm also getting in Lee's way too. Now he probably won't talk to me. He probably also hates me too. It's all his fault. She started throwing her arms around in a tantrum and she hit her hand on the open cabinet door. Ow, she cried. I looked at the shelf and I noticed that the pile of books were about to fall down. Oh crap, I thought. Look out, I shouted, running towards her. She looked up and saw that something was falling. I shielded her, but my momentum kept me going and I knocked her over. To our position was less than desirable. I was over her and she was looking at me. Huh, who are you? I just sighed and decided to bite the bullet. It's me, Lee. Wait, Lee? She cried. Nino, please know that I don't hate you. By the way, I left my phone, that's why I'm here. I was just about to leave, so sorry about this placement. I stood up and extended my hand. She hesitantly took it and I helped her up. Now I'm leaving. Wait, don't go yet. Nino, you're not dressed. I'm sure that this can wait until later. See ya. Wait, please listen. I'm sorry for getting in his way. I'm sorry for getting in your way. You're not getting in my way. I just help Futaro if he needs it. I'm just here for support. I can see how you would think that you're also getting in my way, but that's not the case. So now that you know that, bye. I walked to the door and I heard her say something, but I didn't understand it because it was drowned out by the sound of a vacuum cleaning the floors outside of the apartment. At least Nino did not freak out, and at least that I did not get caught by Itsuki when she walked in the bad time when she saw me and Nino in a bad position, just like how it happened to Futaro. Everything worked out well. Right guys, we're on episode 4, so let's just go and hop right in. That other one was quite short, so I decided to continue on the next episode. It was a peaceful morning. The sunlight was peeking through my closed curtains and it started to wake me up. What shortly followed afterwards is what woke me up fully. Oh, my phone is ringing. Hello? Hey Lee, it's been a while, the other person replied. It has, Miss Aki. What's going on? Oh, I was wondering if you want to do a shoot that's going to be happening tomorrow. It's a shoot of Sakura Mayozono's summer line, she answered. So you interested? How much is the job? Last time I did a shoot for her, she paid me less than what it costed me to travel there, so it wasn't worth it. We reimbursed you for your travel expenses. We'll do the same thing this time around. How much is it? Well, since it's you, our highest demand model is 850,000 yen. Wait, what? No need to shout, she stated. That's what I make in a month. You're telling me that this is going to be one job? That's correct. So assuming by your reaction that you'll do it. Yes, I will. Where's the shoot? It's in Hakodate, she answered. The shoot will take place tomorrow at Ranshima Beach at 11 AM. Where will I be staying? We got you a room at Hotel Newscloth Otaro, she answered. Whoa, you're pulling out all the stops for me, huh? Only the best for you, she giggled. We can't have you going to another agency. Alright, I'll see you tonight then. Looking forward to it, she said before hanging up. Well, I better get going then. It may only be 11 or 2-hour flight, but it will probably be 3 hours with having to go to the airport from here, then go to the hotel from where I land. And besides, they have to get their location prepped anyway. With that, I started packing my bags. I started leaving my apartment when I heard a voice shout no. What the? I turned around and it was Yotsuba with tears in her eyes, and she was looking at me in her school uniform and tears were threatening to fall. Yotsuba, what's wrong? You're moving, she asked, approaching me. Moving? No. Why would you think that? Because you have your bags packed and you're leaving on a school day? She sobbed. I let go of my luggage and I held my arms out and Yotsuba ran into them and I hugged her. There, I'm not moving. I have a shoot that I have to go to. I want to get there early so I can go over some of the specifics. So you're not leaving? She asked. I'm going to be back, I assured, patting her head. So don't worry about it. Okay, she replied, getting out of my hug. Have a good day at school today. Tell your sisters that for me too, please. I will. Have a nice trip, she smiled. I will. See you later. I waved goodbye and I left the apartment building where the taxi I called earlier was waiting. I threw my luggage in the trunk, then got in the back seat. Where to? Everyone remember the GT5 where you call a taxi and that music plays and the driver asks where to? And he looks back at you. It's been a few hours since I landed in Sapporo. Since I had the time, I decided to go to the beach that the shoot would be at. I have to say it was pretty. Now I was relaxing under an umbrella in the beach chair with my sunglasses on. Well, I'll have to bring the others with me next time. Perhaps we could go on a trip when summer break is here. Yeah, that would be nice. Excuse me, a feminine voice said. I replied, looking to where the voice came from. No freaking way. I haven't watched the anime yet, but I know this girl, and she is also one of my favorite waifus on the list. I really definitely had to watch that anime because I haven't even watched it yet. Aren't you Lee, the model? She asked. Who's asking? So you are, she asked. Introductions first. I don't know you. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Hikari Kanazaki, she introduced. I'm a rookie model. Nice to meet you. Well, you already know who I am, but I'll say it anyway. I'm Lee, so what can I do for you? Well, I'm actually here because of a shoot. It's my first photo shoot, so I was wondering if there were any tips you could give me so I won't be as nervous. She replied, I'm not very good at smiling on command. Well, try to think about something that makes you smile. It could be something funny, a family member, a crush, honestly, anything that brings a smile to your face. What do you think about? She asked. I think about various things. It depends on what I like at the time. Okay, thank you. I'll try and do that. She bowed. Sure thing. Oh, and if you see my manager, be sure to not tell her that I went to the beach. She'll give me an earful about how I could get a sunburn before the shoot. I won't, she giggled. Hey, would you mind if I join you? There are a lot of questions I want to have answered. Sure, just a warning though, I might not be able to answer them. I don't know everything about this industry. Okay, she smiled, taking a seat on the chair beside mine. So we chatted for a few hours, pretty much about what the jobs entails and such. Before long, she left and I was alone again. I guess there are going to be a few shoots for her tomorrow. I wonder if I'll be able to see her work. It'd be kinda cool if I could. So that's the situation? Miss Aggie smiled. Yes ma'am, Hikari bowed. I'm probably guessing that she's also from the same anime. It's funny that no one decided to tell me the theme. Well played Aggie, well played. Alright, go get changed. We have a lot of photos that need to be taken, Aggie stated, clapping her hands together. Yes ma'am, we said at once. We went to our respective changing rooms and I heard Hikari scream a little from her dressing room. I'm assuming that she saw how many outfits she's going to have to change into. For the record, in front of me was a pile of clothes neatly folded, stacked in a pile that was 3 feet tall. Well, they piled the outfits in the order that we'll be wearing them. They'll split up by sticky notes on top of the next outfit, so that's helpful. The first outfit for me was a pair of shorts, a plain t-shirt along with a button-up collared shirt and a necklace to top it off. My hair was already done and there weren't any shoes for this outfit, so I was ready. Alright, Mr. Lee is on deck, one of the cameramen announced. Alright Lee, let's do the individual photos of you in the outfit, Aggie stated. Miss Kanzaki will be a while with her outfits. Her hair is also styled per outfit, right? I asked and she nodded. So that will take time too, so let's do this. And with that, the camera started flashing. This is really not the job for someone who would get seizures easily, I thought. Looking good, Lee, Aggie praised. It just made me laugh a little. There's that look that I was waiting for. A mysterious voice said. Oh god. I looked towards the voice and saw a small blonde girl in a gothic Lolita outfit. Oh, who is that? What anime is she from? Never seen her before. She kinda looks like the girl from Princess Resurrection. If you don't know that anime, It's a very old anime that you guys should check out, but she also kinda looks like her sister as well. Excuse me miss, the beach is closed today for the shoot, the director said. I know it's closed. I came to see my outfits in action, she declared. There's no way that you're Sakura Mayozono, Miss Aki said. There is, she smiled, putting her chest out proudly. I'm her, young lady, it's true Aki. It's been a while, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I came to see my future husband work, she giggled. What? A voice shouted. Since when the hell am I your husband? The curtain to Hikari's dressing room quickly was drawn back and Hikari came out fuming. She looked nice though. She had a sundress and a pair of sunglasses on. Her head, it was simple dress, but she pulled it off beautifully. She stood in front of Sakura and she stared her down. Listen here, little girl, she growled. Lee is mine and mine alone, so back off. Since when the hell did I become a girl magnet? First the quintuplets are fighting over me, and now these two are fighting over me. Now I understand how Skinny feels in the Rosary plus Vampire. Oh, has Lee embraced you in the moonlight? Sakura smirked. Okay, first off, that was a hug, and you made me or else you were going to shout, and I quote, pervert. There's a pervert who just groped me, I stated. I had to. You wouldn't hug me goodbye when you walked me home that night, she whined. Okay, since our fashion line, she can stay. Obviously, she has that right. Oh, thank you, Dark. However, no catcalls, flirting, or telling me to take it off. Aw, where's the fun in that? She whined. Alright, this job isn't for me. Okay, fine. I won't, I promise. She sighed in defeat. Good. So Hikari, you ready? Sure, she blushed. Thus, the shoot resumed. It was just normal. I had to calm Hikari down a few times. She was started to panic, but she got the hang of it after a while. There were ones where we were in the water playing, others having a picnic, another one drinking tea on the edge of a pier for some reason. There were a few times that I just knew that once Nino saw the image, I was going to be a dead man. The poses were, yep, definitely Nino will be mad at me when she see these pictures of me holding on to Hikari. Yeah, definitely, Nino is definitely going to be very mad at me. The picnic as the wheels were coming in the background, then the final nail in my coffin. Yep, definitely Nino's gonna be mad. Alright, that's the last of the shoot, Aki said, clapping her hands together. Good work today, you too. Thank you, ma'am. Hikari bowed. You did a good job today, Hikari. You've certainly got what it takes to be this agency #1 model. Oh, I wouldn't go that far, she blushed. Well, it's getting late and I'm tired. You could come back to my place, Sakura exclaimed. Exactly. Thanks but no thanks, I stated, putting my hand up. Aki, how soon can you bring the car here? Oh, it's already started. I'm waiting, she answered. Then let's go then, I said, going towards the parking lot. Now I was currently sitting in the hotel's hot spring, where guests had a beautiful view of the ocean. Ah, this is nice. I didn't think the hotel staff would reserve a time just for me to take a bath. It's so nice of them. I relaxed but then about had a heart attack. You are now my darling. Oh shit, Sakura! I exclaimed quickly, covering myself. I looked over and my phone had a notification. Oh, it's just a text. And that part where it says, you are now my darling, that is definitely a reference to Darling in the Franxx. I looked at it and it was a text from a number that I didn't recognize. Huh? Who's this? I thought, opening the text. Hey Lee, I was just wondering when you're planning on coming back. What? Who is this? Oh, it's me, Yotsuba. I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Cool. Why? No reason. Gotta go. Good night. Huh. That's weird. Oh well. With that, I finished bathing, then I went back to my room to sleep. But not before checking the room and barricading my door in the event that Sakura find her way to my room. Now I can go to sleep. And sleep I did. I was out like a light. I finally got back from the Hako date and was unwinding a little. Geez, a 17-hour delay? I really wish I would have just taken a plane to any airport on Tsushima, then just taking a train from the nearest station to the one down the road. I'm sure that there had to be a few that I could have taken. I just let out a huge sigh and looked out the window at the setting sun. Then I looked at the box that was left for me at the front desk. I don't remember ordering anything that big. Do I open it? It might be from mom and dad. No, they would have put a cinder on the box. Though they are getting old, they might be forgetting things now. Since that seemed like a logical conclusion, I grabbed the knife and carefully opened the box. I was extremely surprised about what was inside it. Okay, several questions. When did I buy this and why? Then I noticed a note on the side. I picked it up and began to read it. Okay guys, I think I should stop here for now. but I will continue on the next part of the series of me in the quintuplet series. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next video. Lee Hep is out.